Stop scrolling. Yeah, I wonder if that actually works. I really do. I wonder if that actually works. Just open contemplation. I'm literally just sitting here contemplating and just wondering the subject to go within, or even to look within. I've heard that saying, from every which way there is. To me, it's a little disturbing because I don't have to look or go within. I started there. I started awareness within. It is the unchanging me. It would be the existential awareness of one's own existential singularity. That's as plain as I could put it. It's like like they say, to go within. It's like everything I do, everything that happens, every initiation, whether it be a movement of my hand, contemplation, thought, anything at all, always starts within for me. I don't operate from this and work inward. I start from here and I work outward. That is how I've always been since awareness first kicked online, so to speak. And freakishly, that first moment, again, I was only 3 years old. And that same singularity within that is me, that unchanging me, has never changed. See, again, that's when you get into like identities and stuff. Like people just, like I've never not noticed that the performance, the superficial performances, like the performances in identity and ego, societal stuff. I can't put myself in that point of view as if I start from there, as if that's all I am. I've never been that. I've never started as if I am this body and that's all I am. I don't even know how to put that, how to put it. Again, I started out as just the awareness of the singularity of me, and then there's, again, everything else, everyone else, etc. It's like, yeah, I'm a physical human being, functioning no different than anybody else. Except I'm just internally bound, internally processing outward, experience everything from within outward, every which way there is. Everything I do, even, physicality in any way, any activity, any doing anything at all, it starts within for me. I don't know how any other way to put it. So it's like when I hear all these sayings, like, now the problem with me, it's somewhat new. It's new to me for the past year and a half, because I always assumed everybody operated the same way. I had no reason, and people don't go around talking about this kind of stuff. You don't go to school and be educated on this kind of stuff. I always assumed everybody was internally working, starting here, working outward. Like in their own way. I never, literally, until I was 44 years old, 43, I'm sorry. 43, yeah. Year and a half ago, I turned 43 in December of 2024. I'm not doing math right now. I'm contemplating, not thinking. It's early, don't mind me. See, now I threw myself off. Where the hell was I? And but real quick though, I'm just speaking on me, on nobody else. I'm only speaking on me, from me, etc. That's it. What I'm inquiring is, does the majority really have to go within? Like, is that a direction that has to be taken to get there, like as if it's a destination, where that's been primary for me? And I'm still trying to remember what I was saying before I got interrupted by math. As I'm talking and contemplating, you see, like I'm like everything. That's what I mean. Expressions from being. That is being, that which is within, the authentic foundation of me. That very same thing that has been present since I was 3 years old. I'm not bragging about that. That's where I was going at. The ignorance of me, ignorant thinking everybody else was operating the same way in their own way. I had no reason to believe nobody else was. Until I realized they weren't. I'll just put it that simple. Not being rude, not like people. Again, I'm me, everything else is everything else. I don't dictate anything else. So people are who they are, period. I'm just inquiring, like, to go within is foreign to me because I'm already there. I've only ever been there. Because it's only, and it's only ever been me in here. Like, I could hear, I could visualize anything I want, but I am the initiator of it, if the intent is there. I don't hear, like, there is nothing that is not me that is within, other than life. So, I've never heard any. That's weird how to put it. Like, okay, like people hearing voices, stuff like that. I've never heard anything other than my own initiation of something, initialization of something. Like intent. Okay, I want to sit here and internally visualize, say, a music video. Because again, what's the easiest thing to hear within without actually physically hearing it? Music. Again, you could hear a song like within, in whatever level, whatever area you're aware of, or can or are, etc. But you can't speak the words, but they're crystal clear within. Not hearing them physically, but hearing them internally, intangibly. That very place, and that's only a little sliver of it, has always been where I've been at. So to go within is like, and like, yeah, no, I'm not boasting myself. It's, I think that's one point I also wanted to make. It has not been a pleasant life. I've had a very extremely difficult life. I'm not whining about it. I am simply stating a fact of experience, etc. There's one fly flying around. So even if I say, yeah, I've heard freaking, every kind of people even say to go within. And it doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter what societal status or whatever the person was or is that said it. It always sounds foreign to me because I don't have to go within, I'm already there. How many people out there actually are internally based initially in their own way? I'm not talking about thinking, I'm talking about being. Before language comes out, before it is formed internally, and it is like language is forming from understanding, from deeper understanding. That's contemplation. It's a lot more than easily explained. Fart cans. What is that? Sound like an ATV with a motorcycle slip on it. A little one. Whee! But like, there is so much more always going on internally within me, just me being me, than I could ever show or do out, like, physically. I don't know how else to put it. But again, I'll just leave it there. I don't want to sit here and just ramble on for another 10 minutes and, from one thing to another, jump around. People eventually go, what the hell was he initially talking about? I could sit here and talk for hours, unscripted, unrehearsed, just from one topic that leads to another, that leads to another thing, that leads to another thing. I could... And usually I have to literally stop myself. I have to purposely stop myself from just talking instead of making effort to express. Again, that is just letting that which is within out. Like, just be from there. That is what I am doing here with all this. That is the expression from my being, because I am internally based. So I am speaking and expressing and being and experience from there and just letting it out as best as I can. And people talking about getting stage fright based on physicality. That's funny. Here I am just exposing my very being as best as I can without any care. Just, again, here I am that I am, not in the religious sense, and I'm not going there. But again, if I'm only talking about myself, not in the self-centered way, but as the example, the expressor, etc., I'm not determining or dictating anything for anyone else, so why should I care if any negativity comes from anyone else? It's not justified, it's just worthless negativity and information. But is there anybody else out there, truly, and I'm not talking delusionally, is there really anybody else out there that has always been internally based their whole life? Like that is, like in here, has been first for everything. No, I have not always put it first, but it's always operated first. Again, which brought me a lot of suffering, not knowing, not understanding the difference between, well, you know what, I'm just going to leave it there. Like I said, see, I could literally just keep going and going and going. It's funny. People gotta use AI to give them, create all the content for them now. You don't even know what's real or fake anymore. And here I am for anyone and everyone to see. There's no script, no nothing. Just me being me. Authenticity is not valued enough.